Peace to the world. We are in the new Black Wall Street. Yes, I said new Black Wall Street inside of Star Status, which is a store that represents athletics and inner me.
Welcome to Star Status store. It is the home of inner me and athletics. Inner me is all about crystals, crystal jewelry. We customize the jewelry in the store if you want us to. We have bracelets, earrings, necklaces, and then with athletics, we have the world's first conscious sportswear brand.
Created sports logos and put it on sports apparel. So you can see right here, we have Mansa Musa on the basketball shorts. We also have the ancient Egyptian Kemetic Herus on football jersey, tackle twill, captain's tag, heavyweight mesh, all quality material, authentic sports apparel. And y'all come see us at the new Black Wall Street Star Status store on Choctaw Street. Peace.
Yes indeed, family. I told y'all last night that I'd be back. We got a special show tonight. We actually have a double header right after this show. Blue Pill and Al Kibalon will be presenting another episode of What's the Science. All right, and tonight I got a special guest. I'm bringing my good brother Slice X into the building, and we're going to be talking about our upcoming workshop. The evolution will be digitized.
To this day! To this day!
That part. So yeah, man, peace to the family, peace to you and yours. I know it's kind of early in these YouTube streets and whatnot, but we finna get to it. You know what I mean? We gonna be in here, like I said, there's a double header. Right after I'm done, Blue Pill and Akibalon will be pulling up, I think, at the 9 o'clock hour. So we got about an hour up in this thing. You know what I'm talking about? We got an hour up in this thing. So let's do the roll call. Let's see who's in the building. All right. Shout out to everybody. Love and light to the family. How's everyone doing today? Last night's show was very powerful. We talked about the untimely demise of Kevin Samuels. Once again, rest in peace to that brother. You know what I mean? Rest in peace to that father. Rest in peace to that black man. You know what I mean? Rest in peace to the Godfather. You feel me? And no judgment. You know what I mean? We opened up the lines for the callers last night. A lot of people had a lot of good things to say about the brother, and everybody had the opportunity to speak their mind. You know, this is not a dictatorship over here. We encourage everybody to basically speak their minds and keep it 100. You know what I mean? And just talk about how it is. Because at the end of the day, you know, everybody that was on the call last night, y'all still have your life. You know what I mean? You still have your breath. You still have another day to make this shit right. So what we'll never do is judge the quote unquote the dead. We not here to, we don't throw the dead under the bus. You know, there's a few graves that I'll piss on, and those people are not even of my race. They don't look nothing like me. So when it comes to our people, you know, we don't do heinous shit like that. And you know, at the end of the day, it was somewhat like a eulogy. More details have emerged and whatnot. There are rumors that are going around, and I don't want to repeat rumors, you know, and it involves controlled substances, So I don't know what it is. We'll wait for the autopsy. They are saying that he was with a Hispanic lady of Latin descent. I believe they are calling her a BBW. And they're assuming, the assumption was that there was a sexual act in the man's heart basically gave out. So he might have died in the box. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, that's. If you're gonna die, I'm just saying, if you're gonna die, you know what I mean? You know, what I wouldn't want to die on the highway or in the airplane. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to die in the back alley. I don't want to die. I don't want to die with my op standing over me. I'd rather die in some box. You know what I'm talking about? And it was also said that and once again, allegedly, because I don't want anybody coming after me and try to take my my orgone. They're gonna sue me for my orgone pieces and shit and my crystals. Blue pills and Red Bull don't go together. I'll just leave it at that. Blue pills and Red Bull, they don't go together. That's not a good mixture. It's not a good mixture. Niggas' hearts be going out trying to keep up with them young whippersnappers and whatnot. Blue pills and Red Bull, they don't go together, But we're gonna see. I don't know if he got the Jabberwocky and whatnot. We're gonna do some research, but we're gonna do some real. But we're not dancing on graves and whatnot. We are not. And I did a day. I was deep diving on the videos and whatnot. I went on his channel. I wasn't subscribed. I went and checked it out. You know what I mean? I went all the way to his first video because the Mondem was like, yo, this nigga used to sell perfumes. He used to do like perfume unboxing, cologne unboxing videos and whatnot. So I went to his humble beginnings, and that's exactly what he was doing. He was pitching colognes and sunglasses and shit like that. He was heavily invested into the European culture, right? The whatchamacallit. He was heavily invested in the westernized look, you know what I mean? The westernized aesthetics, suits and shit, you know what I mean? He was an image consultant. You know what I'm talking about? He was an image consultant. And he was consulting the brothers, I'm assuming, on their image and whatnot. Nothing wrong with that, right, ladies? The brothers could always use a little bit of insight from somebody who knows how to dress. And he put it on. He put that shit on. If you into that look, you feel me? I'm not into that look per se, but when I do throw a suit on, I send a few waves out there. You know what I'm talking about? I'm able to send a few waves. You know what I mean? But that's not really my look. However, for the working man, for a corporate man, you know what I mean? For the man, the 9-to-5er and whatnot, that's definitely their look. So he was an image consultant who, and like I said, I'm looking at the videos like it's the forensics and whatnot. I'm examining his rise to fame or his rise to infamy. And 4 years ago, he wasn't really getting, they wasn't checking for him like that. He was just talking about the colognes and what a man should, how he should dress, shaving and shit like that. And then when he tapped into the vein of the manosphere and started talking about the opposite sex, the black women and whatnot, and high quality men and things of that nature, he took off. But he's showing, it's apparent that there's a large audience of men and women who really are, they're eager to find out about what makes this relationship thing tick. That's what I walked away with. Even though he went viral and he was somewhat controversial, there's a lot of other YouTubers out there that deal with black relationships and they viral too. You know what I mean? They get big numbers and whatnot. I was divinely inspired months and months ago when I did a little bit of YouTube binging and whatnot, and I saw what was going on in the relationship sphere. That's why I came up with the idea of the conscious connections. And we're going to really be moving forward with that. We're going to actually step on the gas a little bit harder when it comes to the conscious connections and things of that nature, especially seeing what has taken place with Mr. Kevin Samuels. And not just what took place, I'm seeing the quote unquote outcry for the communities that are, in pain. I saw people dancing on his grave and there was a lot of celebration. And they were mostly speaking about the fact that, he was very controversial in his delivery and his approach and the things that he was saying. And I did pick up some things that I picked up some callousness and some coldness. And I was watching a Brother Panic video a few weeks ago, and he even pointed it out that energy, y'all, this is a lesson to learn, you know what I mean? So we don't get into the conspiratorial lane, but let's just talk spirituality. That energy, my nigga, that ain't it right now. You seeing all of the quote unquote people who are making livings off of our shortcomings. Tasha K, Wendy Williams, Kevin Samuels, you know, those who are leaning more towards hurting people than leaning more towards, you know, healing and whatnot, and really being sincere with that shit. So we're beginning to see the fall of that energy. That energy is beginning to fall rapidly. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers is getting served big like hibachi grills and whatnot. And it ain't a regular serve either. It's the loss of careers. It's the loss of life. It's the loss of your sanity going crazy like Wendy Williams and whatnot. Oh, Cynthia G and Tommy Sotomayor. Yeah. I would, if I were them and I was a part of that quote unquote sector in that space, you know, I would take a concerted effort to look around and be like, something is fucking going on out here. Something is going on. This is not random. This is not random. There's been a lot of alignments that have taken place over the past few months and whatnot. And the resounding message that have coming out the mouth of multiple people is that Big Mama is not playing with you niggas.
To this day.
It's not playing.
To this day.
Big Mama not playing.
Halfway.
It's Big Mama not playing. She, you know, that collie energy, you don't know about. Like, niggas is getting washed up in these streets. So tread lightly. You know, tread lightly. That would be my suggestion. You know, I'm talking about focus more on the love energy. It won't make you weak, my G. You know what I mean? Focus on edifying people and holding them up. You know what I mean? Fuck the views and all of that fake shit. Fuck the YouTube checks. Give, you know, spread love in these spaces. You know what I'm talking about? People is hurting out here. They need help. Big Mama, literally. He died with a Big Mama on him, literally. You know, Big Mama not playing. She was in the building when he took his last breath. She seen him. You feel me? So I look at the symbolism of what's being said. You know what I mean? I'm seeing the universe speaking through signs. So, you know, let's be mindful of that. But I digress. You know what I mean? I digress. Once again, disclaimer, we don't celebrate none of our people's demise. You know what I mean? He was, like I said, in my mind, I was like, if I run into Tevin, you know what I'm saying? That'd be a great conversation because he was a conversationalist. He was, I feel that he had an intellect to him that was, you know, he could hold a very good conversation and whatnot. He was a conversationalist. So I was like, if I run into this man in the A, I'm gonna hail him up. We're gonna build, we're gonna chop it up and whatnot. But that won't happen. You know, I'll obviously see him in another realm and whatnot if we run into each other, but it won't happen on this plane of existence. But, you know, rise in power to him. What my spirit is telling me, though, is that, you know, we don't die, we multiply. And the fact that he made his demise at the height of his career in the manosphere is going to give rise to the Kevin Samuels clones. Look out for that. You understand? Look out for the clones that are going to start popping up. Men who are going to basically try to utilize his formula. You know, like when Tupac died at the height of his career, he was cloned and whatnot. But guess what happened? They didn't take the good from Tupac. They didn't take the revolutionary Tupac. They didn't take the Tupac that was clapping at the Poe and whatnot. They took the bandana tattoo bald head Tupac. They took the controversy Tupac, right? So people, like, if they were in your walk-in closet and they were raiding your closet after you, you know, like when, you know what I'm saying? They taking your ties, they taking your dress socks and your suit and whatnot, but they leaving behind some of the most important components, the cologne, that good spray. You know what I mean? So I would only hope that those that decide that they want to clone him and they want to carry on his legacy, you know, utilize a newer approach and don't go with the cold, callous, emotionalist, hard hand that he may have played out there in order for y'all to try to go viral. Because if they copy him, they're going to do the most controversial things that he did to go viral, because that's what these niggas want. They want to go viral. They want to be known. They want to pop. They want to be the next man. It's a lot of niggas in that space right now that's like, oh, rest in peace. But God damn it, there's some opportunity that's awaiting us. You know what I mean? The opportunists are seeing that there is a humongous void to be filled right now. So sisters, you know what I mean? Just, lay low. You know what I mean? Fly your airplane below the radar for this summer. Not to say don't have your hot girl summer, but just know that there's some angry niggas out here, and you know what I mean, in tinted Honda Accords, pulling up, looking at y'all tight mad and whatnot. You know what I mean? And they're going to be more than likely fueling the flames of this protracted gender war that we're seeing online and whatnot. This super whack, if you ask me. The shit is real corny. It's real corny. It's little dick energy. You know what I mean? Little dicky energy. You know what I'm saying? It's real corny. And it just speaks of the pain, the unresolved pain that so many people are going through. I'm not pointing no fingers. It's on both sides, but it's so much trauma, and trauma bonding is a real thing. That shit come together like gorilla glue. But there's a lot of pain out there, and there's a lot of people who are hurting and whatnot, and hurt people hurt people. By the way, I think Future album went #1, right? Niggas ain't canceling that. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? That toxic shit is still winning. So yes, he will become even bigger and deaf. You feel me? He will become even bigger and deaf. He kept masculine frame and the inspiration of success. I do believe so. You feel me? I do believe so. I can't speak to what young black men seen in him. If that's what they walk away with, who the hell am I to tell them anything different? You know what I mean? If he exemplified what success looked like, obviously what it smells like, because he was pushing them colognes, like he was pushing P for real. What it dresses like, what it talks like, what his attitude is as a high quality man. Yeah, that's a template, and niggas is really finna run with that. Future did put him in the Vit Bomber Club.
To this day. To this day.
He did put him in the video. That's you. You must be drinking your smoothies, Destiny, because you sharp with that one. You caught that one real quick. I didn't even remember that. He did put him in the video. You know what I'm talking about? Future, look out, my nigga. You need to lay low this summer. Don't even cancel the tour, my nigga. Cancel the Big Mama energy out here. It's you versus Sierra's prayer, nigga.
To this day.
Do your push-ups. Big Mama lurking, my nigga. Is you against Sierra's prayer, Mr. Future? Travel light, my nigga. Travel light this year. But yeah, man. It is what it is. We didn't do roll call. Let's do a quick roll call, and then I'm gonna bring my guest in. Like I said, we're gonna be here for about an hour, and then we out of here. We have an upcoming workshop by popular demand. This is what the people wanted. I did a toll during my lecture, and before that, I was like, "What y'all want? What y'all want for the next workshop / class and whatnot?" And I heard a resounding response about all things digital. They want to talk that digital talk. We in the second quarter, you know what I'm saying? Buy the dip, my nigga. Crypto is crashing and whatnot. You got an opportunity to hop back in there and do what it do and whatnot. You know what I'm talking about? Flip a few coins and whatnot. But it's bigger than crypto. There's a lot of shit going on in these spaces. And I'm going to have somebody who's moving and shaking in these spaces to come and talk that sass. You know what I mean? Come and talk his thing and whatnot. My good brother Slice X will be in the building. You know what I'm talking about? And we will briefly talk about what's coming up and what to look forward to in the upcoming workshop. What is that? May 15th. You know what I mean? That is a Sunday. That's a Sunday. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be doing it on a Sunday, May 15th at 11 a.m. You know what I mean? Shout out to all of my KT aliens. I see you. Okay? I see you. All right. Cincinnati is in the building. What's popping, Cincinnati? Mississippi. What's good, Mississippi? Is that David Banner? Jersey's in the building. Mactown in the building. You know what I'm talking about? Mactown in the building. Phoenix in the building. What's goody, Phoenix? Mystical Philly in the building. Jersey in the building. The multiverse in the building. How many people seen Doctor Strange? I'm going to see that tonight. Inshallah, I'm going to see that tonight. You know, shit. Yeah, I heard that shit was lit. Okay, it's your birthday. Shout out to Chris Ward. It's lit. Happy born day. Yes, Taurus is running wild up in this thing. My mama's a Taurus. Big respects to the Tauruses and whatnot. Yeah, I know y'all the opposite of Scorpios. We'll talk about that another day and whatnot, but it's peace. It's peace and love. Shout out to my Scorp. Shout out to my Scorps. Shout out to my Taurians and whatnot. You know what I mean? I'll fucks with y'all the long way. Pause. Cleveland in the building. Texas is in the building. The Mondem and St. Croix, Virgin Islands, VI. Wagwan. Wagwan. See you. I need to go out there soon. They had the Illuminati in it. Yeah, I know. I saw that on the preview and whatnot. Doctor Strange, welcome to the Illuminati. Was that Professor X and a few other characters and whatnot? It should be interesting. Chicago, what up, Chicago? Bang, bang. All right. Harlem up in here. Brooklyn in this thing. What up, Brooklyn? What up, BK? What up, BK? Gang, gang. Taurus and their evil twin sign Scorpio. Why we gotta be the evil twin sign? Y'all, did you ever see a fucking bull? You seen the bulls running? And how is a Scorpio more dangerous than the bull? You know what I'm saying? The bulls is crazy. You know what I'm talking about? You seen a bull fight, my nigga? And y'all want to talk about that? That's what I'm saying. Live in New York from Senegal. What up, my guy? What's goody? Tuscaloosa, Honolulu. Oh, we global now. We global now. He said, y'all evil. You don't say. You don't say. You don't say. You know what I'm saying? That's like saying a bird flies and whatnot. Let's not do that. We know about Dark Taurus. The same way that y'all know about Dark Kermit. You know what I mean? We know about the Dark Taurus. VA in the building. Shout out to Virginia. I see you. Shout out to VA. Salute. Salute. Tuscaloosa. Salute. All right. There's a lot of energy out there in Tuscaloosa. That's that major grid work. Shout out to Tuscaloosa. Okay. So yeah, man. Birmingham, my bad. Birmingham Veg. I saw a video where it was in Mississippi, I think. And it was like a light in the sky on some UFO shit. Y'all seen that? That was looking crazy. I don't know. If I was driving and I saw that, it was all. I'm finna drive into that shit. I'm not just going home. I'm driving to the light. You know what I mean? I'm like, take me with you wherever y'all going. This looked like some Doctor Strange multiverse shit. Like, what's popping? You know what I'm saying? Was really good. You know, is there some gold on the other side of that rainbow? But that shit looked like a full portal for real. I'm like, what the hell is happening? Who's leaving in Mississippi though? Well, is this the mound builders? You know what I'm saying? Did David Banner tap in? Did this nigga do is his meditation is that strong? Did fucking David Banner tap in? Did this nigga open up a portal over his studio or something? I'm like, what's happening in Mississippi? You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know you niggas was lit. But I was ready to go. I was ready. I would just put a parachute on just in case I have to fall out of something and I'm gone. You know what I mean? I'm gone. Mine like Kevin Samuels is dying inside a box and whatnot. It's time to leave this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this is the countdown. This is the countdown. You know what I mean? Any portal that you see, run through that shit. This is definitely the countdown. We don't got too much of time left. Your daughter birth. Oh, okay. Y'all lit. Y'all lit. Sacred Shock Tower Mound there in Mississippi. Yes. The Mississippi Mound Builders. The Mississippi Mound Builders. Like, I'm just goofing around right now. We know that Mississippi is highly, highly powerful, heavy ancestor energy. Heavy ancestor energy. Not inside the box. Yeah, he died inside of allegedly Kevin Samuels. He died inside of box. He was getting it in the long way. You know what I mean? He was in some high valued WAP. You know what I'm saying? And then his shit gave out on him. Like, you know, just put that Red Bull down. I hope I looked on the stock market and Red Bull stocks did not fall today. I hope somebody brings up the fact that they stocks need to fall. We need to, you know what I mean? Well, who owns Red Bull? Do the research. The stocks need to fall because that's all he was drinking on air and whatnot. He would knock them shits down. I remember when I lived in Miami, I used to drink crunk juice and Red Bull occasionally. You know what I mean? And Red Bull occasionally. And I'm here to let you know that ain't it. That's not it. That shit used to have me wired up the wrong way. That's not it. That is not it, y'all. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't no power in that. I didn't get no energy from that. That shit was making me drowsy. That ain't it. Horny goat weed and a whole bunch of other things that are inside of Red Bull. That shit really is giving out niggas wings and whatnot. And like I said, it's already been said in the hood, Red Bulls and blue pills do not go together. That shit will blur. It's a whole bunch of old men, you know what I mean, who fucking did not get out of the box fucking around with that concoction. You know what I mean? That shit is stopping hearts. For real. For real. Red Bull is banned in a lot of countries. You don't say. You don't say. You know? You do not say. Strong as fuck. Right. Right. It got some barbiturates in there somewhere. I promise you. That ain't no regular drink. You know? He need better endorsements because Red Bull, that's not it, bro. That ain't it. White people love Jägermeister and Red Bull shots. I know, right? The hell. What's the bazooka? Remember bazookas? When people be drinking bazookas and shit? What's a bazooka? Is the bazooka is I think somebody, it's a 40 ounce and hold on a minute. Jager bombs. Oh my goodness. Jager bombs. That shit has to be the worst. You know what I'm talking about? That shit has to be the worst. I guess they drink that right before they take a bump or two. You know what I'm talking about? And you know they had some salacious rumors about my guy, Kevin, with some laced powder. Allegedly. So you know what I mean? I gotta be real careful and whatnot. You know what I mean? I don't want to put no slander on nobody's name, but you gotta wait for the autopsy to come back to see if that's really what it is and whatnot. But they were saying that my nigga was getting that nose candy, was getting juiced up. So I don't know. A lot of people are addicted to drinking energy drinks before working out. Do that shit help? Do it help? Man, that powder making a strong comeback in these streets, I see. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be safe out there, man. Save your nose. You know what I'm talking about? Save your nose. Remember Four Locos? Remember the Four Low? Oh my goodness. I was with somebody that was out there sipping Four Locos. I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you, my nigga. That was highly embarrassing. I had to endure shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That was during my ratchet phase. I had to endure shit like that. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? What the fuck? That wasn't what's up. That wasn't what's up. So the lady who basically sent them, hold on a minute. The lady who he was with, niggas is saying that might be a bruja. And she was out here drilling, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? She was out here drilling for other women and shit. You know, she put that hit out. So I don't know what's going on. Like I said, we just gotta wait and see. We just gotta wait and see. But once again, man, rising power to that good brother. You feel me? I hope that the women who felt offended by his diatribe could forgive him. You feel me? Probably could forgive him. You know, I was reading comments and whatnot. There was women that was like, yo, I was overweight and this nigga helped me lose weight with his approach. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he obviously helped somebody. So I would say, you know, in the spirit of forgiveness, forget that man. You know what I mean? Forget that man. You know, we're not gonna judge him. He was with Bill Quist, right? From American Gods with the killer box. He just might have been with Bill Quest. You know what I mean? She might have did some things. People hate the truth. Yes, they do. You know, people hate the truth. Because let's not go around saying, oh, he's derogatory towards women. Future's number one this shit. Number one. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. It's mad toxic artists and whatnot, and people that's calling women all kind of names out of their name and whatnot. And they get supported. You don't hear nobody call. They don't talk crazy about them, but it's like those artists are not holding people accountable. So his truth cut deeper because it didn't have a beat to it. You know what I mean? It didn't have a motherfucking harmony and melody to it. You know what I'm talking about? He was just giving that shit up a little raw. So we understand, but like I say, you know what I'm saying? Forget that man. You know what I mean? Forgive him. He may have been struggling with his own pain, right? He may have been going through some real internal conflicts, right? Where he may have gotten hurt going all the way back to mama or baby mama or something like that. And he was out here, you know, doing what he was doing and whatnot. And what I can't say, I can't judge because I don't know his story. So at the end of the day, you know, I don't know what the fucking what was going on in this whole situation. I could only speculate. It's only up for speculation. You know what I mean? But what I do know is that he had a humongous following, and the people who were listening to him, you know what I mean, and getting advice from him and whatnot, allegedly, they said that he helped them level themselves up and whatnot and become better men, better fathers, you know, better husbands, better boyfriends, better prospects in a dating scene and whatnot. Because they like, yo, prior to that, we didn't know what women want. We didn't really know what y'all really wanted. And when I listen to his conversations, women is on there telling it up. They telling it, they saying what they want. Oh, I want a man that earns $300,000 a year. I don't want to work. I want a man to pay the bills. You know what I'm saying? I want 3 kids. You know what I mean? I got 3 already. You know, I want to be loved. I want to be left alone though. You know, so they were saying a lot of things, and sometimes he would be like bullshit, you know what I mean? And then other times he would be like bullshit. You feel me? So he was becoming, you know, he was one of those, you know, elders who was basically on some old, that shit is not flying past me. Not letting that fly. I'm striking that down. I'm not letting that fly. I'm calling bullshit, and I'm like challenging you. And people was like, you know what I mean? I don't know if they like to be challenged. His mama found out about his death on the internet. Come on. And Mother's Day is right around the corner. And he had a daughter that was the same age of the woman that he was sleeping with. Griselda Blanco. There's a lot of L's in this lesson, y'all. But what it's pointing into is that Big Mama Energy got her juices all over this case. You know what I'm talking about? I see her fingerprints all over this case from a spiritual lens looking forth. I'm like, shit. If that wasn't a message, I don't know what was. If that wasn't a lesson, if that wasn't a message from the great divine nigga, show me something else that's in alignment, because that's clear as day. That was a cosmic hit, you know, men and women, but men, brothers, because I'm a brother speaking to my brothers. I don't have too much, you know, ground to stand on to start balking at my sisters and whatnot. I want to just talk to the brothers. We have a lot of work to do inside of us. We have a lot of work to do internally, my niggas. A lot of us is walking around with real heavy hearts, shit, real heavy like kegels and whatnot. We got real heavy hearts from the shit that we've been through, from the shit that we seen, from the things that we can't unsee and whatnot, from what we deem, you know, disloyalness, you know what I mean? From the opposite sex, you know what I mean? All of these things, like certain black men see they sisters with white men, and that shit makes their hearts heavy. You know what I mean? I don't know if y'all know that or not. You know what I mean? Certain dudes be feeling a way, like, yo, I feel a kind of way. You know, so we seek advice, right? To help us with our pain sometimes. We seek familiar voices and whatnot. They can help relieve us of our pain. That's why we tap into Future sometimes. We go to the Toxic King to get some toxicity and whatnot to help us get through, you know, it just helps us in our pain, right? Like, yo, this nigga is the king of hurting people. Like, he's him, you know what I mean? He's like the Snow King of toxicity. You know what I mean? And then some people, you know, they start going to drugs. You feel me? They start smoking, drinking, popping pills. You got a whole generation of younger people that are like, yo, I'm numbing my pain. I'm hurt. I lost loved ones. I lost friends and whatnot. The niggas in my gang got knocked off and whatnot. I got their names tatted on my face, on my neck and whatnot. There's people out here hurting. Right? So we're drawn to individuals who can help us get over some of that anxiety, some of that depression, some of that pain, some of that hurt and whatnot, right? And then there's just evil motherfuckers out here that really just hate people. But that's not who I'm talking about. It's not who I'm talking about. I'm not referring to them. I can't really relate to them. I'm mostly speaking about some upright, upstanding men who, you know, really signed up for this shit to really just get it in and whatnot. And along the way, they got their hearts broken. They got cheated on. They got stepped on and whatnot. They got put on child support. They got dragged and whatnot. They got dragged on social media. They got embarrassed and shit like that. Their egos got bruised. It's a laundry list of things that have occurred to turn Bruce Banner into the Hulk. But moving forward, especially going into the summer of 2022, my niggas, instead of signing up for a hot boy summer, we should be signing up for a healed boy summer or a healed man summer. How about that? How about that? Because allowing certain things to fester, it gives rise to disease and whatnot. and KT and Mama Pill, last time I looked, they're booked all the way up into next year. It ain't too many healers in this community that got room for you niggas. We need to heal ourselves. You know what I mean? We need to heal ourselves. We can't be walking around injured like that and just thinking that, you know, when there's somebody out there that's gonna help us, or there's some magic pill, or there's some sea moss that we could drink to snap us out of that shit. That's not what the herbs are for. You know what I mean? The type of healing that I'm speaking of, it's not the herbs that are gonna do it, my niggas. It's not the motherfucking pills that are gonna do it, my niggas. You can't numb your way out of this. We would fare better if we were to face our pain and deal with it and learn how to heal. So we're gonna be doing some things this summer on this platform. We're in Atlanta, but that don't stop us. We move around. We go to the tropics. We go to the East and the West Coast. You feel me? We go to the Midwest. There's a lot of places that we go to tap into our people and whatnot. And we're going to be doing things with other people who are qualified in those fields and whatnot. You know what I'm talking about? To help and to assist with the healing that needs to take place. Because at the end of the day, you know, shit is real. It's nothing that we could deny. It's really real out here, and people really need assistance and whatnot. And a lot of people are crying out, and they're suffering in silence. Face your demons or they'll chase you forever. God damn, that's so real right there. That's so real right there. You know? That's so real. I mean, goddamn, face your demons or you'll be on the run forever. Running into the motherfuckers at the, you know what I mean? When you don't really need to. So, you know, that's just a word of advice. You know what I mean? That's a word of advice. You know what I'm saying? You know, love is that's not a weak emotion. That's actually the most powerful emotion that you can emit. Hate is a weak emotion. Hate is the weak emotion. It's not love. You know, it's not love. And self-love is even stronger than all that other shit that you could receive outside of self. You know what I mean? So we hear the word self-love get thrown around, but most of us don't know how to approach it. And that's one of the things that we will be helping you approach. Yes, ayahuasca helped me as well. I did mine. I did mine. I was sitting with mama. I was sitting with mama on the winter solstice of 2022 in Tennessee at a spot called Bone Aqua, right? There was a land called Bone Aqua right off of the, you know, it was out there in the boonies and whatnot. And we had a overnight celebration, a ceremony. And yeah, that shit did wonders for me and whatnot. It helped. You know, I only purged once. And I'm even looking to go back and doing it more than once. You know what I'm saying? More than once. You know, because, you know, that's what's needed. You know what I mean? That's definitely what's needed, especially those of us who can identify the fact that, you know, we need a little more, we need some growth and development. You know what I mean? We need to look inside. We need to look within, you know? So yeah, shout out to all of the shamans that are out there. Shout out to everybody who has experienced the ayahuasca. You know, I didn't know what to expect. I be hearing shit, you know what I'm saying? I was kind of shookington, but it ain't nothing to be scared about. There's nothing to be scared about. You know, we did it in a group setting. Some niggas was going through some shit though. I ain't gonna keep it a buck with you. Some people were going through some real traumas. And we all were witnessing it, you know what I mean? But it's all in the spirit of healing, because by sunrise, you know, we was all clicked up. It was a tribe. Like everybody was happy and content, and we moved on with our lives, and we, you know what I mean, we kept it pushing and whatnot. So the Toad, yes, rest in peace to Jewel from Death Row, the artist, female artist. She made transition too. Black people don't heal each other because we feel like it's good karma to get sick after living bad. You think that? You think like that? I don't think so. Nah. I'm in a place where I'm at. People are actively really, I'm in Atlanta, like even all the way from people 18, 17, 16, going all the way up to 81, 82. They out here healing, bro. They active with they healing where I'm at. You feel me? So I don't know about that. They out here working. You know what I'm saying? People is active and they healing. You saw Dooley at the 2000 Ascension in BK. Okay, hit me on I'll give you Dooley's information. Dooley is going to be in Atlanta at the end of May as well. They had an event that was supposed to be April, but they pushed it to May. So if you in Atlanta and you want to do what you want to do, you know what I mean? Let's just say you want to do the healing, right? That will help me with this algorithm so I don't have to worry about none of the BS that YouTube and these people's on the census and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So let's just say healing, right? Let's just say healing. God don't like ugly shit. You know what I mean? It's a lot of people out here still living and whatnot. What happened? God didn't get to them in time. What you talking about? God, they snuck past God. God don't like ugly shit. He like somebody like it because they outside. They outside. What you mean? What you mean? Am I familiar with Hape? Yeah, I was doing that as well. Hape, Rape, Bufu, ayahuasca, magic, the magic things, the magic shrooms. You know what I mean? It's a lot of things out there for us to tap into. Fear is one of the things that stop us from healing. You know what I mean? The fear of the unknown. You know how long it took me to do shrooms again? It was just fear. I was fear based. You know what I mean? I didn't want to touch the toad, the bufu, because I was fearful. Because I was like, I don't want to do nothing where I can't snap out of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't want to do nothing that's going to change my whole way of being. And none of those things that I just named do shit like that. So that's just fear. That's false expectations because we think everything is crack or acid. You know what I mean? We blanket everything. Oh no, I'm going to go on a bad trip. No, nigga. This shit right here is a bad trip. How about that? Your fucking waking life could be a bad trip. If you go in with the right intentions and if you have a shaman on deck, my nigga, and you're not doing things recreationally, right? Because that's not what this is about. This is ceremonial. It's two different things. You got ceremonial and you got recreation. We not talking recreation at all. I don't even know what that means. We talking about ceremony, healing, putting your intent forward, doing that shit on hopefully an alignment day and whatnot, and really getting it in with no fear, dashing that shit away, killing the motherfucking ego. There's certain things that some of us have to be brave enough to do, especially if we're looking for that prize at the end of the rainbow. Yes, people be afraid to see the monsters that they got inside. That is a motherfucking fact. I wasn't ready to face them niggas. You don't talk about. I was like, nah, we not finna run up on the Grimace and these niggas from, because I used to watch the Muppets when I was little, and LSD is not safe. Somebody said LSD is safe. Don't say that. That shit is not safe. Don't say that. I'm not co-signing that. No offense, but no, hell to the nah. A massage can do the job. Yeah, but where do you go to get your massages? You know what I'm saying? Where do you go to get your massages? Because you sound like you over there in Chinatown with it, my brother. Shrooms had me feeling like a lotus flower. I was the lotus, LOL. Yeah. They work wonders. They have you feeling like a whole lot of things. The Iboga. Yeah, the Iboga. Dr. Strange touched on this. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and check that out. Who's massaging souls? You took LSD. I know. I mean, that's on you. You know what I mean? I just don't. That's a chemical. I look at that and acid and shit. Like I don't fuck with chemicals more so than things that are more natural that come. You know what I mean? Like that's why you'll see me say plant based healing. I don't do nothing coming out of a lab. I don't fuck with that. You know, I don't fuck with that too tough. If it don't grow out the ground, I don't want it. You know what I mean? Like there's no LSD plants last time I looked. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't do that. Who want a soul massage? Soul massages. Soul massage. You remember I brought the sister on board who was able to she was able to bring about orgasms just by touch, right? Touch, no, not even touch. Touchless orgasms, right? I brought it through. That she was a part of the group with Dooley. You know? So that's a whole movement right there. We're gonna bring her back on. I believe Sister Nikki Morgan. We're gonna bring her back on, and she's gonna have more conversations with the family and whatnot, so we could get a better understanding of the the magic, the subtle magic that's out there that we not even aware of. You know what I mean? We just know about wham bam, thank you, ma'ams, and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole bunch of other things. That Reiki is the truth. You know, that Reiki is the truth. You was in the purgatory for 10 months, my G. You didn't have a phone inside of that bitch. Well, welcome back, my guy. Yeah, welcome.
To this day.
Yeah, welcome back.
To this day.
Welcome back. I already know how that feels. Welcome back. Welcome back. You was in where? The Avart, seeing color. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You need a special rod with the soul massage. Oh, y'all talking spicy. What's that about? The soul massage, like, what's that? What's that? Is that with hands or is that a good piping? You know what I mean? Let me know. I'm lost in these streets. I didn't know about the soul massage. Let me know. You know what I'm saying? Let me. Do I have to Google it, or y'all gonna let me know what that is? Your avatar. Okay, you was in the avatar world. Yeah, man. Somebody said both. Okay, a good soul tap. Okay, that's what's all right. Just a good soul tap. What does it look like? You know what I'm saying? I don't mean to be all in your business, but what does it look like? Does a person still keep their Timberlands on? Is that like, is it sensual? You know what I'm saying? Is it like, I love you? Look at my eyes. Like, what's the good soul tap looking like? You know what I'm saying? Just give me a little bit of headers so I could understand what's going on in these streets. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it was for something that you didn't do. Yeah, free the homie. You know what I'm saying? Free the homie. I'm glad that you back. Glad that you back. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that you back, man. Because we don't need none of our peoples in the belly of the beast. You know what I mean? That's a no-no. You know what I'm saying? That is a no-no. Hopefully you was teaching the people inside the joint about this information and this consciousness. Sometimes we get jammed up because we got to help out some of the people that are behind the wall and whatnot. It's almost like we get jammed up, so they put us on a mission and whatnot, and we have to go into the deepest of the trenches, the deepest of the underworld, the purgatory where niggas is buried alive. You know what I mean? Because you might be John the Baptist. There may be a message that you have to deliver to somebody that's in that belly and wake them up so they could do that work. Oh, nobody wants to answer about that good soul tap. Destiny, where you at? Talk to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get some information. And I bet you if I was Kevin Samuels, I would get a direct answer because he be asking the illest questions and they answer him with a straight face. That was one of the things that I noticed. Like, he wasn't cutting no corners. You feel me? He would ask some real fucking bold questions and he would get answers. So that's a formula that we should be adapting like men. If you learned anything from his demonstration, you know, just learn to fucking ask what needs to be asked. Don't beat around the bush, literally. I mean, figuratively speaking. You know what I'm saying? Don't beat around the bush. You know, get right to it. You know what I'm saying? Feet first. You know, whatever you want to know, you need to ask the party involved. What's the deal? You feel me? And if they have nothing to hide, they'll be able to answer that shit in under a minute. You know. But we need some more image consultants. I went and talked to my manager today and was like, you think I should get into image consultant? You know, there's a void right now. So, you know, he told me that he'll get back to me. You know what I mean? But image consultant in the conscious community, that's something that, you know, I think that's a niche right there. I think that could work. You know what I'm saying? I think that could work. You know what I mean? We could benefit from that. You feel me? People need their images tightened up. A lot of people who want healing are uncomfortable with straightforward questions. That's right. That's why we got to make them uncomfortable. We got to make them uncomfortable by giving them that straight ass, by cutting through the bullshit and get right to it and whatnot. Because we want answers. That's really what we here for. That's why he had all of those followings. Men, we be in the cut, like, answer the question, like, because we want to know the same way that y'all be wanting to know. That's why y'all got all of them gay friends and whatnot, because y'all just be asking him while he's sewing in that motherfucking weave. Y'all just be bombarding this nigga with mad questions. And of course, he's violating every bro code alive known to man, and he's telling all of the fucking tea and giving up all of the secrets and whatnot. So we be wanting to know too. That's why people like Kevin was very popular amongst us, because men want to know. Don't ever get it fucking twisted. We want to know. We not nosy and whatnot, but we want to know. There's some things that we was not taught in life. We be wanting to know these things. So, you know, let's keep these conversations going, keep them healthy, of course. But, you know, I don't want to shy away from the convo. Okay, so Soul Tap, a person who could put the pressure on your mind, body, and soul for positive change. Oh, shit. Okay. All right. That's what that means. Okay. I say when the souls get to dance and mingle before you do, then the physical is just obedient to the spirit. Oh, we need to do a workshop on soul taps. I didn't know. I'm new to this, not true to this. But before we go any further, I want to bring my guest in for the night. We not, like I said, we're gonna get to it real quick and then we out of here. So without any further ado, y'all, I bring to you my good brother who's going to be the guest speaker for our upcoming workshop. The Evolution Will Be Digitized 2022. All right. My good brother Slice X in the building.
To this day. To this day.
To this day. What's up, brother?
What up, though?
Man, feeling good, man. Pleasure to be here, man.
Indeed. What's good with you, my good brother?
Man, just vibing right
now. Okay. I was warming it up. We was having conversations and whatnot about my good brother Kevin Samuels and whatnot. We were, you know, continuing. We had a show last night where we eulogized them and we were continuing the conversation. My question to you, you ever heard of Soul Tap?
Soul Tap.
Yeah, that, like, I've never seen a Soul Tap on OnlyFans. I've never been approached to say, yo, Red, you think that we could get into this Soul Tap? You know what I mean? This is some new shit I'm sitting here learning. I'm like, Soul Tap, what's that? Let me read the definition though.
Okay.
The sister Destiny said, it's when souls get to dance and mingle before you do. Then the physical is just obedient to the spirit. And I felt that when I heard that. I was
Man,
like,
I feel
okay.
that. Yeah, I
Huh?
definitely feel that.
You said what?
No, I said I feel that. I get where they're coming from with that.
I
Now.
felt that. Yeah, that was real. That shit does happen too. I feels that, Destiny. Thank you for that. We're gonna go further into it. We're gonna have to deep dive on soul taps. But let's get to the business though at hand. Let me put the flyer up for anybody that just got up in this thing.
Oh man, we got something special for y'all. Y'all don't want to miss
Man,
this.
I already know. You've been out there cooking for a minute, my good brother. When was the last workshop we did was in 21. But anyway, let me read this. The evolution will be digitized 2022. We're going to be going over the DAOs, right? The decentralized autonomous organizations. We're going to be touching on DeFi, right? And we also going to be touching on the quote unquote metaverse, right? The thing that everybody's talking about. We're going to be dealing with the metaverse. And I'm going to read a brief description about the workshop, and then we're going to touch on some things before we get up out of here and whatnot. Give me 1 minute.
Yo, that workshop was legendary, man.
Wasn't it? Shit. I remember that like it was yesterday. And that was a minute ago too.
It don't even feel like it was that long. That's why when you said
No,
the
it don't.
22 version, I was like, damn, it's been
No,
that
it
long.
don't. But we've been through so much since then.
Yeah, for sure.
So here's the description, y'all. In this workshop, you will learn about tokenized engagement, DeFi, decentralized finance, DAO, decentralized autonomous organizations. In other words, a company run without humans, and also the metaverse. Slice X will show you how to monetize your intellectual property on the blockchain and how to use content as a currency that you can exchange. You will leave this workshop with a starter kit to enter the blockchain and win.
To this day.
That is on Sunday, May the 15th at 11 a.m. Eastern time only on KTLUniversity.com, right? Only on KTL University. All of my KT aliens who've been in class, learning and earning and getting to the motherfucking bag. I appreciate every single one of y'all. This month is going to be lit. Let's get it in. We got 2 classes this month, one with our Kibalon at the end of the month and one with my good brother Slice X. I will be the host. And yeah, let's talk about it real quick. What have you been up to since the last workshop, good brother? Give us a brief rundown if you may.
So I definitely say I've got way more in tune with programming. You know, like I've always been kind of hands-on with coding a little bit and understanding the different languages, the coding languages, but as of recently, you know, with Web3, I've been deep diving into Web3 and just understanding how I can actually implement it. Because it's one thing to say, okay, you know, it's tied to the blockchain, we can use it with crypto and this and that, but like, like really looking at, okay, being able to tokenize access, being able to tokenize engagement, being able to you know, circulate engagement and content as actual currency and see a return from it.
So you said content as a currency?
Content itself as a currency, right? And
Yes.
influence it, tokenized influence, right? So I've literally seen with my own eyes influence being tokenized into a token, and then that token being leveraged as governance in order to pour back into communities and make it a cycle.
That's fire. So
Yes.
let's just break that down real quick. When you said tokenized influence, so influencers, right, that are out there and whatnot, influential people are now able to tokenize their influence or their following or their popularity and monetize it. Is that what you're saying?
Yep. and the cool thing is like it's on the blockchain. So like with I think with us using open ledgers as a new standard of just how we interact with business makes it to where everybody operates with transparency from the beginning, or at least
Right.
knowing that it's going to be transparent. So it kind of changes the behavior of the people that are going to be doing business, and
Doing
it
business,
changes the
right? They
nature
know
of
they got to come with their A game.
yeah, it makes it to where you can't even think you're just gonna get over on somebody, or that you're just gonna get away with it. Because there's some people that still try to do stuff, but like just being able to have it on that open ledger makes it, it changes the way it changes the dynamic of business relationships, and I think it's for the better, because it's still optional. You can choose to not deal with it too, but
Right.
um it's it's the freedom of choice that makes it what it is in my eyes.
Right.
And I also like um what I was talking about with tokenized influence and governance. You know, I think last year when we was talking about like we want to see a year from now what these NFT projects are gonna do, and what projects are really gonna last and what tokens are really gonna last. It's like it's bigger than that now. I'm getting introduced to blockchains that just do totally different things.
Right.
And I'm like, damn, it kind of changes the way you look at blockchains, because a lot of us are introduced to the blockchain by way of transactional usage.
Right.
When we look at
Record your transactions in an open ledger.
right, right. So off top we thinking money, but like when I started looking at like just usage, just straight usage, right?
The use
Credit
case.
card, when you get reward points on the credit card, that can be used a certain way. So I'm seeing the same thing with this crypto shit. It's like, okay, damn, I could get reward points, not necessarily for spending, but more so for engaging or
Right. For
or
holding.
participating in any of these protocols, and it's all open source anyway. So
Right.
not only can you engage with it, but you can build on top of it.
Mm. Mm. One question that I want to have before we go forward, for everybody who is not in the crypto space, who have not onboarded into Web3, is it too late, or what are we looking like in terms of the percentage of engagement at this point?
I personally feel like it's never too late, but I know how it can feel if you've watched it go on all this time and you still haven't
Right.
participated in it. It's like a mental thing, but like I personally feel like it's never too late. I just feel like the way you get introduced to it, ultimately, determines how you probably gonna be dealing with it. But if you get introduced to it, a certain way, you can really thrive in this space. So like learning from the past workshops that we already got, learning from the
Yes.
information that Red been putting out, we've been putting out, you can enter the space and not be traumatized from it. You know what I mean? Like you might not come
Right.
in and just make all the money in the world, but you come in and learn how it works, make the money, believe it or not, knowing how it works. It's kind of like if I say, yo, if you know all the back streets and I say, hey, I'm gonna leave a box with a box of money on one of these back streets. Well, if it's only 4 back streets, you know which 4 streets to go to, right? So that's how I look at this, just learning how to maneuver a certain way,
Yes.
it'll save you a lot of time, it'll save you a lot of stress, coming into this, because a lot of stress comes from, damn, I'm trying to get this dollar, or, damn, I'm putting my last up to see if I can strike. Like this ain't the fucking casino, don't come over here thinking it's Vegas, treat this more like a long-term skill set, because when you treat it like a skill set, a skill set can always be used to go fish forever.
Right, right. I totally agree. And I'm real big on creating multiple income streams and things of that nature. And from what I've observed in the Web3 space, that, every other day, you know what I mean? There's new opportunities to tap into income streams. So I would ask you, just a hypothetical answer. How many income streams would you say are available in Web3 from your vantage point?
Unlimited.
Unlimited, right?
Unlimited. And the reason why I say that, right, is yeah,
That's
it's
what's
certain
up.
questions people ask you, and I can easily hit you with a number. Yeah, four. Maybe 18, 22, something like that. But like, nah, like instantly when like over 70 ideas come to my mind at one time, I know it's infinite because if that many ideas come to my mind, I know all of those ideas can be tweaked in a certain way to where I can make different variations of each one. So it should be endless. Um and that and the reason for that is because on one side you got the creativity, on the other side you got the business. So when you're looking at the creativity translates into the intellectual property, which can be sold, rented, licensed, however you want to leverage it, or
Right.
leverage, or put in the form of an NFT or whatever. And then you got the business side where you know as long as the structure is right, you'll be able to monetize it correctly. You'll be able to have some type of royalty from it, and ultimately you should be able to duplicate the success from that over and over with different variations of that product, or being
Right.
able to bring that product out seasonally over the years, just like Christmas songs. Somebody will make a Christmas song one time and they get played for the next 25 years
Whew.
because it
That's
has seasonal value.
right, right, right. Okay, I saw an article last 2 weeks ago, and it was saying that Web3 developers, the entry level was at 300,000. Can you verify that?
I can't verify that because honestly, I'm on the other side of it. Like I'm kind of like I don't even know what the normal rate would be, but when I like from the projects I've dealt with, projects I've seen, um that's a normal range. That sound about right, you know what I mean? And just depending on what the actual workload is. Like now if it's for something like a landing page dap, then of course the price wouldn't be nowhere near that high. But anything in the range of over 50 100K is normal when we're talking Web3, because it's a different level of security involved. It's an extra layer of the internet involved in being able to engage, and then you're connecting Web 2 and Web 3. It's never just solely Web 3. It's connecting the Web 2 and the Web 3 to work together. So it makes sense for the price to be that high, because you're also paying for the security, you're
Right.
paying for the testing that goes into it, and then actually merging it and making sure that it's on the blockchain correctly, and storage and all, just considering all the different moving parts of it.
Right, right,
It
right.
makes it more than just code, and it's file storage and protection, and all those different things.
If I was pursuing a 4 year career, let's say that I'm just, I'm weighing it out, or I'm a parent and my child and whatnot is graduating and whatnot, and we're weighing out what the next 4 years is looking like. Where would you say, if I were to put two options in front of you, 4 year college, bachelor's degree, or 4 years in the quote unquote Web3 space, learning how to code and get into it and whatnot, what would be your answer?
Oh, Web 3 for sure. Web 3 for sure. And the reason why I say that is because that's a skill set. So like you'll get the
Yes.
skill set from college too, but you also are gonna get the schedule, you're gonna get the whole overall program or system that's gonna come with that. But with Web 3, you automatically dropped into the wild wild west. Is just you're gonna have clients, and everything outside of it is just your creativity. So with Web 3 you could literally create some, put up your landing page as the Web 3 developer, have your
Yes.
NFT for sale, and then you can, make you some sales and, get your career going right then. With college, you're getting prepped for it. You're going through it while you're in it, but you're getting prepped for something. And ultimately, I think when people go through college, a lot of people go through it with the mindset of they're waiting for something after those 4 years. And
Right.
you know, when you're not in college, it's more like, okay, shit, these the goals. Let me get these goals knocked out. You're not waiting to the end of those 4 years to get wherever you want to go.
Right, right, right. Interesting, interesting. Definitely. And in terms of the learning curve, right? Because I'm just here to encourage my audience, you know what I mean, and my network to really, consider diving in and doing their due diligence to give it a shot, give something in this space a shot, whether it's NFTs, whether it's taking money that they might be sitting on and putting it into decentralized finance and flipping it, taking out loans against themselves, whether it's buying property, digital real estate in the metaverse, the mini metaverses that exist and whatnot. I just want the people to do something. So, what would your suggestion, or what would be the advice that you would give a beginner, somebody who's coming into this space with, let's say, $1,000 to invest, 15, 25, and they're like, yo, I just want to put my money in somewhere that's going to grow and mature quicker than it would in the traditional banking systems and whatnot, the centralized banking systems. What would be some advice that you would share?
All right. So for one, I'm not a financial advisor, but
Yes,
I
we
do I do
definitely want to
have
put that
some
out there. Yeah.
I do have some techniques I can tell y'all that I personally do. So what I would say is, like, if you're somebody who entering the space brand new, you could take, whatever amount of money and put it into a stable coin. Now with the stable coin, you're not gonna get no gains to where, okay, man, my money just went up, but that's the safety net, so you won't lose any money either.
Right.
Now we will put that stable coin into a protocol that would give us a nice APR, and we would just let that sit for a year, not even think about that money. Now, as that money is sitting there, getting that percentage, you will want to, add a little bit to that weekly. You know, even if it's just $20 a week, all of it is gonna add up. You know, let that build up, and then, a little bit down the line, I don't want to get too far off, but like, you can actually borrow against that while it's just sitting there. Now, from borrowing against that while it's sitting there, you can take that debt, pull that debt out, and you can put that to work. And then you owe yourself. It ain't no time limit. You can come back, pay yourself back whenever. And that same amount of money that you had sitting there that's being leveraged, that money didn't come out of that money. It was borrowed against that money. That money, that was, you basically use that as a uh, secured loan. You're
Right.
just borrowing against your asset that you have sitting there. So by you owning these assets, these NFTs, this virtual piece of land, these domain names, all these different things have value to where these assets, certain ones, can actually be borrowed against. It can be leveraged, put into an escrow, to get, loans in the form of crypto. And it's so many ways you can leverage these assets. You can do staking. You can literally stake an NFT, and that's basically just locking it into a protocol, escrow, basically a virtual escrow, to where um, you can pull it out at any time. But the moment, while you have it locked in and it's sitting there, you're basically
Right.
accumulating another token or more NFTs, or the opportunity to unlock something else. It just all depends on what's in the actual smart contract for it to go. But staking is another way to run it up. And even when you staking tokens, a great way to actually, really win big is staking tokens while they're still new, or staking tokens while the price is low. So, like, let's say and everybody's panicking. Oh, the market's down. Oh, the market down. Oh, what coin dropped a bet a lot?
Right.
Is that a token that I like? Oh, I'm about to
Yeah.
stake that right now, because I'm about to accumulate more while it's down, and then I'm
Right.
gonna catch it on
Right.
the way
Like,
up. I'm not tripping.
right. These are days that people who really know how to play this game, they wait. They are eagerly waiting for days like this, because this day is the
What?
come up day when the whole
What?
market is red and whatnot. When there's blood on the dance floor, that's a clearance sale at Tarjay, my niggas. What are you talking about?
Like, I never thought I'd be looking for a day like that, though. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I never thought that I'd be like really sitting around like, damn, when the market gonna drop? Because I really do. I don't be tripping. You know, I'm glad when it goes up. I'm glad when it go down because I realize that if it goes down and you standing on the opposite side, like if you're already at the bottom, then
Right.
you're in a winning position.
Winning
You're not
position at
you
the
actually
gate.
winning. You know what I mean? But like if you bought the top, or if you're sitting there at the top and you didn't stabilize, or you didn't have an actual plan in place, then yeah, you're gonna be a little salty when the market drop. But
Right.
you know, it's all about hedging. You know, like when it go down to the bottom, what you got cooking at the bottom. If it go to the top, what you got cooking at the top. You know,
Right.
it's a seesaw. The game is to not fall off the seesaw, no matter how that motherfucker move. Like
Right.
that's the
That's the
game.
game. Definitely. Man, I want to take 2 or 3 questions from the audience. You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
I know
Ask
your
me
time
anything.
is valuable, my brother. Well, before I even do that, give us a little bit of insight as to what's going on with you and your brand and your movement and whatnot. Let's get a little bit of insight to that because I know
Man,
y'all
it's
moving again.
it's crazy. So like with MetaV Studios, which formerly known as MetaV Academy, but MetaV Academy still exists. That's the education, that's the curriculum that we have for the metaverse.
Right.
And then MetaV Studios is pretty much the overall company. But with MetaV Studios, we're doing live broadcast production for physical and digital events, but we're doing them at the same time, and they were documented from each side simultaneously. So that's pretty much what we're doing. We're activating brands within the metaverse and giving them their first, events and first, experiences. Also on board and them, helping them get their digital identity. So we don't just, do an event with somebody big and say, hey, you know, let's do this event in the metaverse and post it on your page. Now we're gonna make sure you get your digital identity. We're gonna make sure you properly onboarded into the space and know how to protect your wallet and just know all the basic nuances of navigating the blockchain.
Right.
Um, and then we have Starter Kid DAO. With Starter Kid DAO, it's a full blown DAO where we operate within the Discord, within the metaverse, and we operate on our own platform where it's a it's basically a layer 2 application built on top of the Hive blockchain, where you get paid to post, you get paid to comment, you get paid to curate, and you
Mm,
get paid for staking. So you can get paid in the form of 50% governance and 50% stablecoin, which you can put into a savings, lock it in there for 20% APR, and it only takes 3 days to withdraw. And then as far as the governance go, you can actually do yield farming with your governance by lending it out. So that hive power that we talk about often is, a form of governance which you could use to upvote uh basically the post. And
right.
when you see a post on our site, Starter Kid DAO, those posts, let's say it's a dollar value next to it, and you see $100 next to it, right? This post made $100. Well, 50% of that is going to the author of that post, and then the other 50% is going to the curator. The curator is the one who upvoted that post to be seen um, from the beginning, and the author is the one who actually put the post up. Now, the curator
Mm,
could be split between multiple curators, but it's all contract. So it's going to automatically pay everybody out, whether I'm there or not. So if I never go to the site again and touch the site again, it's going to do that forever. So when you look at Coinbase, when you look at OpenSea, when you look at Rarible, those aren't just
right.
websites. Those are smart contracts with a UI UX with a front end design.
Right.
Um, so that's pretty much what we got with Starter Kid DAO. We tokenize our
Cool.
community, put our community on the blockchain.
That's fire. We get paid for posting and for upvote.
Comments, yep, and you
Now
get
that's
paid as a
crazy.
curator. So that payment is like publishing. It automatically splits between, both sides of the publishing, the writer and the producer, basically.
Right.
So it's a lovely ecosystem, and it's dope because it pays to help, and you know you can't help yourself without helping somebody else, which makes the
Right.
smart contract the shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Right. No, that's beautiful right there, brother. I appreciate that. So we're gonna go to some questions. We got a few questions and whatnot.
for sure, for sure.
We take about 2 or 3 before we get out of here. Question: what kind of knowledge can we get on staking new coins on Uphold?
So one thing about it, I always like to be super transparent. I've never used the Uphold wallet, so I can't honestly tell you anything about it. I've heard of it, but I've never used it, so I don't personally know.
Right. Right. Okay. That's fair enough. Questions from the audience. Y'all need to put your questions here.
Y'all can ask me whatever,
More.
man.
Huh?
And I said they can ask me whatever.
Right.
Ask me anything but my seed phrase. I got you.
Anything but his C phrase. He got you. As a future programmer, what languages are important to learn in the Web3 space?
I would start off HTML, because you
HTML.
can never go wrong with HTML. You just need to know that, just because that's like English. You need to learn English, you know.
Right.
I would say JavaScript, because JavaScript is, that is Web3. That is where it derives from.
JavaScript. Yes.
Yep. Python. Python for sure. And those, like,
That what Facebook was built off of? Python?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
But I wouldn't be surprised if it is, though.
Right.
Oh, and I will also say, learn about storage, learn about MySQL, because storage is something that's not really talked about, but that plays a big part when we're talking servers and just dealing with technology in general. Cloud storage, physical storage, backing up data. All of these things are extremely important. I kind of learned that with dealing with music back in the day, because like I had a couple heartbreaks where, I have a bunch of songs on a hard drive, put in a good 8 months, 2 years, 3 years into, recording music, and it's gone, and you gotta just, wipe the tears and keep it moving, you know what I mean? But like, I learned, about backing up
A
data.
wound of mortal. That's a mortal wound right there.
Oh yeah, that one stick with you forever.
Sister Destiny want to know, she's looking forward to the workshop, but are you going to put out more music? She heard an old song that was fire.
Love. Yeah, definitely gonna put out new music. I got music with Red. I got some music with Chicago, got some music with J Crypto. So like, we definitely got something brewing up, and I really wasn't gonna say nothing, but like, I did like a whole mixtape since the solar eclipse. I just been locked in damn near every day. Just started off venting,
Right.
it just turned into, I got some shit coming, but I'm gonna take my time with it, because when I drop this, I want it to be.
And it's up and it's up.
I wanted to do what it's supposed to do. So it's
Nah,
look out for something very soon.
yes, sir. All right, another question. NFT marketplace, any knowledge, and is this the same as Web 3.0?
NFT marketplace, any knowledge?
Yeah, I want to be more specific. What does that mean? Yeah, I guess he's saying, do you have any knowledge of NFT marketplaces? And is that considered Web 3.0?
So to make it simple, Web 3.0 is when you're connecting to another layer of the internet. So most times that would be by way of the wallet. So if you're going into a browser and you have your MetaMask connected and it says connected, or if you're doing it from inside the MetaMask on the phone, then you're on Web3. You're surfing, because you're not surfing in a browser with a wallet connected to it. You're in a wallet with a browser inside of it.
Right.
So anything done from that wallet is automatically anonymous. It's not private, but it's anonymous though.
Right. Another question. What do you think about Richard Hart and Hex?
Can't answer that one. The space big. I don't really know.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, he reiterated his question. He said that he keeps hearing NFT marketplace and Web3 used in the same conversations. Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
It's part of.
yeah, NFT marketplaces are, automatically Web3. Like if they actually, housing NFTs and you can
Right.
engage
They
with them,
Web3 because you're
that's
gonna connect
Web3.
your wallet and you finna go in there and go shopping.
Yep.
I mean, one more question, y'all. One more question. We at the hour 30 mark. One more question for my good brother Sliced. I mean? And we will be back before the 15th. We're gonna be doing another broadcast to just keep y'all, to give y'all a little bit of insight. But as you know, the workshop has the majority of our information, the majority of the class. I already read the description as to what it is that you're gonna get when you pull up. So for those of us who are looking to enter into the space for 2022, or for those that are already in the space and we just need a little bit of more updates for 2022, this workshop is definitely for you. If you have children and you want to bring them on board and you want to get them excited and not excited, enthusiastic about Web3 in the future, the metaverse, the virtual and everything, this is the workshop for you. If you want to learn about it and you don't know nothing about it, this is the workshop for you. If you are making a decision and you're on the fence as to what the next few years are going to be for you, this is the workshop for you. If you are digitally technologically inclined, you pick up on all things techno, this is the workshop for you. Okay. Some people are completely lost. This sounds like Chinese and Mandarin to them. This is not the workshop for you. Okay. Just to be clear, you know.
I do wanna say something too.
Yes.
So for whether y'all have been exposed to Web3 or not, or understand what it is or not, in simple terms, this how I can explain it, right? Um, the technology itself is extremely, extremely, extremely intricate, right? But the fact that it's so intricate creates a bridge to where it simplifies being able to do so many things. So you don't have to sit there and worry too much about, how it's put together, because you're going to learn that naturally by using it and
Right.
getting used to hearing the terminology. But what I want y'all to understand is this technology that exists that we're talking about has been used to solve a lot of problems, and it's making it to where, people, a lot of families and nations can be completely independent just leveraging this technology alone, not even just the currency, but this technology by itself. They're recording births, they're recording weddings, they're doing elections by using this. And the whole purpose of this is, it's pretty much set up to um self-destruct if it doesn't honor the code, right? So if something is changed within the code, it won't even let you go further. And that's why, you know, we trust it, because you don't have to trust it. It's a trustless system. You don't have to trust it because it's going to do what it's going to do anyway. You don't ask yourself, is a vending machine going to do what it do? A vending machine just does what it does anytime.
That's what it,
You
right.
press A1, it's going to spit the stuff out. If it doesn't work, you still know that you did the function. The function is, if this happens, then that is supposed to happen. You know.
Right. Excellent. Somebody wants to know, what do you think about the XRP ledger?
I never used it. I don't even hold any XRP, so I can't even answer that.
Okay. The good brother said he's a developer of the digital black dollar on the XRP ledger. Dope,
That's
dope.
dope. That's dope.
Yeah, that's
Cool,
dope.
brother.
Destiny said it would be great for wills as well. That's the blockchain, I'm
Yep.
assuming.
Yep.
Yeah, all of that. Trust, wills, all of these
Yep.
open
That's gonna be
ledgers, birth
NFTs.
certificates. You can record the birth on the blockchain. You record the death on the blockchain. Yeah,
Yep.
and all of these
The
things.
blockchain is low key like another form of Akashic records.
Right,
No way.
right. Remember they used to write it in the Bibles or the holy books.
Yep.
Now we got the blockchain to record it on. But yeah, man, I ain't gonna hold you. You know what I'm saying? It's going on 9:30 where I'm at. So I know that you have things that you have to do. I'm For the family that's out there, I'm not 100% sure if Blue Pill is going to be pulling up tonight. I was texting him. He said that he had to push it back. So y'all just hit the bell on the notifications. That's the best way to be able to tap in. Just hit the bell. And whenever we go live, whenever something is uploaded, you get notified. You know what I mean? Keep your notifications on. That is always the best way to get this thing popping. And with that being said, do you want to leave them with anything? Is there anything that you want to leave them with? How could they find you on the socials?
Yep.
Oh, hold on a minute. We got Chicago Crypto in the bill. Come on, man.
My brother.
Come on, man. The legend is here. The legend is here, man. What's good with you, Chicago? Islam.
Man, anything I want to leave them with? Oh, they could follow me. This my right here. If you look below at SliceIX, y'all can follow me on Instagram. My Twitter is SliceIX Live LIVE. I'm about to be getting on there more. And if y'all want more details on this platform I'm talking about with the Starter Kit DAO, follow me on IG. I'm gonna be dropping everything on there. And it's definitely an honor, man. I appreciate you bringing me up here, man. The first time we are like, I meant to tell you too. I need to record that. I need to see that again because like I don't even remember what I said, bro. It was so legendary, bro. It was like
we got it. We got you, bro.
That was major. So like this one right here, we gotta always take it up to another level. So like we definitely gonna introduce y'all to a lot of new information, a lot of new streams, man. We're gonna introduce y'all to these streams because the streams that we brought y'all last time are still being implemented right now. But we are compounding streams. We are putting streams on top of streams. We never stopped the old ones. Yeah, like we doing the old ones and the new ones. We compounding streams, so y'all don't want to miss it, man. The evolution will be digitized 2022. Please make sure y'all get y'all tickets early because I'm putting my all into this. I'm pouring into y'all, man. We about to go crazy.
Yo, you remember when we went to Chicago to link up with Chicago Crypto?
Yep.
The family out there?
Yep.
Brothers in them? Yeah, that was powerful. Salute, man. And salute to Chicago Crypto for even bringing me out to Chicago last April, I believe it was. That was monumental for me. That was definitely a milestone. Chicago is dear in my heart. You know what I mean? We were received very warmly by the family out there. We recorded some classics too. You know, we had fun. We had a lot. It was too short, if you ask me. It could have
time always goes fast when it's legendary like that, bro.
It was legendary, and we will set something up so we could come back out there and provide solutions to a people who, to be honest with you, they're gonna take that information and do something with it. You know what I mean? Yeah, it was for your born day. Definitely. You a 4-4 resonator. So we came out there and that was a beautiful birthday present, it's the beautiful thing. Salute to the brother 19 Keys. We was in ATL celebrating his born day. It's lit, man. It's lit. Everybody that's working, doing a thing, putting points on the board and whatnot, moving the culture forward. I gotta say salute to everybody, man. It's a beautiful thing, man. Each one teach one. The gods, I shine, you shine. You know what I mean? It's just a beautiful thing. When the space is being carved, you know what I mean, with your name on it, you know what I'm saying? So it's a beautiful thing, man. That's all I could say to that. Slice, you think I could make a good image consultant?
You said image consultant?
Yeah. You know what I mean? I might throw the mud cloth button up on and just get on my Kevin Samuels because there's a void to be filled.
Man, you're the OG, man. If anybody could do it, you can do it.
If anybody could pull it up, I'm gonna put these niggas in copper, man. We gotta get them straightened up.
You know that, man. I'm about to switch it up, man. I'm about to go and hit those slacks on these folks right quick, man.
Yo, I'm
switch it up.
You hear me? I ain't gonna show my hand, but I'm definitely about to switch it up, my bro. I might start
And
with
I'm
the
growing my
winning this
hair back
summer.
out, man. I'm finna go ahead and bring the locks back. You know, when I first came into the tech world, I had the Congos. I'm finna go ahead and bring them back, man.
You gonna bring him back?
Yeah, I'm bringing them back, man.
That's
Summertime
what's up,
too. I'm
man.
feeling good. I've been fasting, getting my exercise. I'm ready to go crazy, man.
That's right. That's right. I just came from the gym. I feel you on that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm in that mode now. Like when that sun back out too.
Whew. And this Atlanta sun different. They be talking to you like,
Yeah.
get your shit together, young man. You know what I mean? It be talking to you. So, you know, it speaks to the copper in my skin. So, you know, yeah, man, I'm really weighing that out. I'm a meditate on that tonight, you know. The conscious image consultants. Put you niggas in mud cloth. You know what I'm saying? So you can get you a goddess. You know.
Conscious connection.
Conscious connections, man. Rising power to Kevin Samuels, you know, the Godfather, you know what I mean? Chew the meat, spit out the bones type of shit. You feel me? Because his information wasn't flawed like that. He was dropping some shit. He had the facts, he had statistics, you know. But to each his own, you feel me? To each his own. We here celebrating life, you know what I'm saying? So my good brother Slice, I appreciate you, man. I look forward to this workshop. You know, I'm excited. The inner nerd in me is just the inner blurred in me is getting hype. You know what I mean? I've taken your information over the years, Chicago crypto's information. I've applied it, and it's definitely
Same.
opened up doors
Same. You
and
know.
turned things over. You know what I mean? So I look forward to making this shit happen again.
Nah, definitely, man. And for everybody listening, this is something I want to tell y'all, and this from the heart, man. Don't let nobody trick y'all out of getting these M's, man. They'll make you think this shit hard. It's only
Right.
as hard as you make it. If you really want to do it, you're gonna get it done. You know what I'm saying? So like definitely take this information and know that, you know, it's certain things that's time sensitive. This is a gap, you know, like you want to get in and actually learn these skill sets and be able to, you know, make a difference while this gap is still, because you know it's so much going on in the world, you know, like, you know, everybody is finding their niche, you know. So find yours and figure out, you know, where you're going to exist in this space, because this is becoming the new standard anyway. And you don't have to come in and just be, you know, a developer. You don't have to come in, you know, flipping NFTs or trading.
Right.
You know, you can find a place within this space and then expand however you feel like expanding. You know, don't pressure yourself to try to like, oh, I gotta do everything. Just find out what this space got to offer, and then whatever resonate with you, you know, go with it. You know what
Super
I'm saying?
fast.
Because it's infinite. This is pure abundance. Like when I think of this space is abundance for sure. I can wake up and I can go find a million plays, but you're not even gonna know the plays right there if you don't educate yourself on what it is that you're looking at. If you don't know what you're looking at, you can't. Like for example, you know, if one of us posts something and we like, yo, this is going on, or this is about to happen today or tomorrow in 3 hours, you know, all the people who already know what's going on, who know how to navigate the space, they just go do it every time. And they're like, yeah, I just did this. Ooh, got this. Ooh. Like that's just
Right.
how it works. But if you wait to set up a wallet the day that you hear opportunity come out and you only set up the wallet because you heard the opportunity, you're already doing it wrong. You want to make sure that you just educate yourself just because, like, that, you know, it's just important, man. That's just what I want to leave y'all with. Don't feel like it's too hard. You know, pace yourself. Deep dive, but pace yourself.
Right. Now I totally agree. I'm gonna leave him with this. This is something that I heard in the Discord. No, the clubhouse. We did a clubhouse last week, right? And all of the legends was in the building. Chicago Crypto was in the building. Blue Pillar was in the building. Now Meta Brothers was in the building. You was in the building, and El Crypto pulled up. He said
Yeah.
some shit. Hold on 1 minute. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, man. Don't feel like this shit is, you know, too far away from you and oh, I can't do it. I was not doing none of this. I was into immersive technology. I was into 3D development on that side, but when it comes to developing on the blockchain, I never thought I'd be developing on the blockchain or developing projects within the
Right.
blockchain ecosystem. That didn't come to my mind years ago. I was on some whole other shit. So like
And
this,
that's what I was gonna build on. That the brother L Crypto dropped some shit and it stuck with me. And I'm saying this to everybody that's hearing this tonight, right? And those who are gonna hear this later on in life. If you come from what is called the streets, if you come from what they call the trenches, if you come from, what is called outside, you particularly, I'm talking to you, my nigga. This information, this new world that we are talking about, this new frontier that we are all encountering or traveling through, this shit is really catered for you. Because the life that you were living before, where you were taking penitentiary chances, the life that you was living before when you were selling something that you couldn't really broadcast and put out there for everybody to know, if you know, you know. When you was in that world where you had to sit down sometimes and figure out how to turn a dime into a quarter, this is perfect for your mind state. I promise you. This is fertile soil for you to plant your seeds in, my niggas. So take that and run with it. You know what I mean? Take that and run with it. The game is to be sold, my niggas, but we letting you know. Take that information. If you out there risking your freedom in this space right now, you a fucking fool. Okay? You are not paying attention to the universal laws of adaptation and whatnot. If you're not adapting, then you playing yourself. So I'm gonna just leave it at that.
bars.
Bars. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, back that up. If you talking sovereignty, if you talking freedom, if you talking getting the man off your back, if you talking you want to buy land and build something, you want to do what brother Ben X and them is out here doing. If you want to emulate that, if you want to build, my niggas, this here is for you. This is everything that we were asking for: smart contracts, transparency, bringing back what is known as the trust economy, restoring trust into a community that trust has been eroded from. Smart contracts, open ledger, shit like that. Okay. You have the opportunity right now in this space that we're in to carve a motherfucking lane that you can control, run, and even give to others. So we're in the earliest stages of a evolution. That's why I said the evolution will be digitized, not the revolution. We're not revolving. We ain't going backwards. We're growing and we're revolving. We're changing clothes, right? We leveling up. And now it's digitized. You could play on your phone or your laptop. You don't even got to leave the crib to touch them M's right now. So just think about that. Okay?
Nah, hey, look, nah, for real though. I really be feeling like I ain't trying to leave. I be trying to move as least as possible.
Son, I don't leave the house.
Yeah, man. Like shit.
The man cave is I'm locked in, bro. Like I don't even leave. I go take my son to the park. You know what I mean? Or I go and see Mama Pill. But other than that, I don't really even leave the spot, bro. I'm locked in. Locked in. So the link is in the description, right? Or if you don't have the link, it's KTL University. You'll easily see the flyer and whatnot. I'll put the website on there right now. We're gonna be live and direct. We're gonna be up and running with this workshop on the 15th, which is a few days from now. It's not too many days from now. About 10 days from now?
Yep.
9 days from now, we're gonna be cooking and whatnot. My good brother Slice has a ton of information that he's gonna dump on us. He's gonna bring to the table. All of my blurs that are out there, all of my stream chasers, everybody in that digital space, pull up. That's all I gotta say.
Already, man. Gratitude, brother.
Yes, likewise, man. I appreciate you Chicago Crypto, man. I
My
appreciate
brother.
you brothers. Y'all continue doing what y'all doing, and let's just shine, man. Let's do what we were sent here to do.
Already.
All right. With that being said, family, we will see you at Melanin Mondays. And if, like I said, if Blue Pill pulls up, you'll be alerted with your notifications. All right. Peace and love. Stay dangerous.